Welcome back to episode 23 of Make Space Boring. I'm Jason Kanigan, the founder of Cold Star Technologies. We are on a mission to make space boring, which means getting the public to use and go to work at space jobs and use space-created products and services like they do public Wi-Fi and transit today. And so, when that occurs, we know we're doing a great job. We don't want explosions and financial problems and companies going under and that. We want everybody steadily making money so that we're happy. So this is episode 23 for Thursday, January 9th. I'm checking my calendar over here to make sure what day it is because, you know, I live on another planet, right? And let's see. I skipped yesterday's episode because I had a couple things to talk about, but not a lot. And I was in the middle of doing a lot of beating the drum of talking to people and getting them on board for the podcast. We actually had a lot. We had a lot of folks say, yep, I want to be a guest. So we are booking out into April now. And it's January. So if you're interested, get on board now because the longer you wait, the longer that gap, is it that way on the camera? It's in reverse now, is going to get. So let's see. I concluded an interview on Tuesday with Walker Deibel. I got his name wrong. Like I thought I would get somebody's name wrong. It's Walker Deibel.
Denny Crane.
He is an acquisition expert. Very interesting conversation. We had a hell of a good time talking and look forward to that episode when it comes out. Luca Pompa is a fella who is in Germany right now, and he's working on satellite structure design and something called additive layer manufacturing, and it's some sort of initiative for space hardware applications, and I don't know nothing about that. So we're going to find out about it when Luca is on the show. I'm pretty excited about this one. Andy Aldrin, the director of the Aldrin Space Institute at the Florida Institute of Technology and also the ISU Center for Space Entrepreneurship. A lot of you probably know Andy. I accidentally connected with him in a flurry of connection activity over the holidays, and then going back through the connections that I'd made, I went, it's famous last name. Let's find out. Yep, okay. And so I'm excited to have him on, and especially the space entrepreneurship. It's not a topic that we typically talk about all that much. We talk about technical capabilities a lot, right, when it comes to new companies, but not the process of going out there and being an entrepreneur, which is a rough one. I'll tell you, it's bad for the head and bad for the heart. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, but a lot of us are totally nuts and go ahead and do it anyway. Mr. Mike Lawton, founder of Oxford Space Systems, which is all about antennae and structures, looking to make them in affordable new ways. As you may have guessed, that's in England. Pretty excited about having him on too. Antennae are things I, again, don't know a whole lot about, but I know you can make them in all kinds of different shapes and that. I saw a picture once of them swirled up like yarn in a basket, and I thought, wow, that's an antenna. All right. You know, I think of them as these long, pointy things for gathering giant wavelengths, but hey, he's going to teach us all about that, so that's going to be neat. We've got Bryne Hadnott, who is, there's a big word, spectroscopy expert. And as you know, I've been looking for ground station experts, and so I imagine she's going to be able to help out in that area of seeing, okay, light's bouncing off this object, what can we determine about it from what we see. The education that you are going to get by following this show, that will be the Cold Star Project, the full format show that you'll see. You can find it on YouTube or the audio-only version on iTunes and Spotify, and that it's home on anchor.fm, but it goes out to Breaker and a whole bunch of other audio-only platforms. You can find it just by searching for the Cold Star Project. And the last fellow that is signing up to be a guest is a Dutch fellow named Hub Urlings, and he's got a company called M2Sat. He's into... This thing is scary to me, okay? Hub, sorry, but it is, and it's because of a Nickens Internet of Things, scary, all these vulnerabilities and openings video that I saw, a lecture that he gave. But Hub is all about the Internet of Things, satellite connectivity. He knows way more about it than all of us. So he's going to be on to explain that and make me less fearful of all these connections. Yes, because when you have a connection, you have an opening. And when you have an opening, it's a vulnerability. And no. We don't like that as a rule. You know, cybersecurity is a big part of what I'm interested in. And at Cold Star Tech, we have a data science department and a fraud detection department. I don't know if you guys know that, but you should go to the coldstartex.com site and check it out and see all the things we're into. I mean, they're centered around like investigation and understanding things and knowing the truth. The truth. What is really going on here? And I'll tell you, a lot of business owners don't want to know the truth. They want to hide away from it. They don't want to have tough conversations. They don't want to be the bad guy. And that's a constant disappointment to me every day. I want brutally self-honest business owners as clients. So anyway, let's finish up with that. Really excited about how the new year just kind of kicked back into gear this week, didn't it? You know, we went from running along in first gear there through the holiday season, and now we're into second or third gear and whipping up the pace here. So I'm excited about what's going on, who we've got coming on the Cold Star Project. If you missed Michael Lyon's appearance, which came out this week, go check that out. If you scroll back through my feed here, it's not going to be too far back, whether you're on LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook, or you can just go to the Cold Star channel on YouTube and find it. He does it. He's an attorney and a accelerator mentor. Man, guy's got a lot of experience and a lot of things to say to founders, and that will help you not screw up. Not screwing up is very important. My first rule, number one, is don't die. And people laugh at it, just like they laugh when I say most accidents are planned. Well, it's all true, man. And if you die, you don't get another chance. So go check out Michael Lyon's appearance, and I will talk to you tomorrow.